Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
Game Freak presents. What do they present?
What are they presenting? What could it be?
A big ass bird.
Big Bird.
I don't think it's Big Bird. Big Bird can't fly. He's too
I'm not
big
saying
to
it was.
fly.
I was just saying he was a big bird. It's not
Oh,
necessarily the
oh,
Big Bird of
oh,
Sesame Street fame.
oh. Do you ever hear about the story about how they almost killed Big Bird on accident on live television?
Yeah, didn't they? Wasn't Big Bird supposed to be in the Challenger?
Yeah, he was supposed to be in that one rocket ship, and I don't know, last second or whatever they decided, yeah, let's not put him on it, and then
Yeah, they
11
almost
teachers
killed
got
Big Bird,
kaboom.
and I don't think it was 11 teacher. I think it was one teacher.
No, I'm pretty sure it was more than one.
I think it was one teacher and a couple astronauts. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna take a teacher to space, and that's like a fun thing we're doing." And then the rocket ship exploded, and the teacher died along with the crew of the rocket ship. Also, if there's even a crew on the rocket ship, I don't know how that works. I think it was just a shuttle. In which case, I think those might be one person. Maybe it's a couple. I don't know.
Space Shuttle Challenger disaster.
We
Blah, blah,
we already
blah.
recorded this once. We're not reading the dialogue for this.
Yeah, fuck this dialogue. Welcome
Listen,
to Sacred Gold.
I'm only interested in reading the dialogue for like the new cutscenes. I know like Cynthia shows up in this game, and they're definitely gonna jump you with interactions that did not happen in Heart Gold, and I want to read those. But if it's just normal ass shit, I don't care.
Okay,
Go to
1,
Enchantress,
2,
the notes are only
3,
having a
4,
fraction of
5,
Pokemon.
6, 7. Alright, only 7 people died in the mission challenge or whatever.
Okay.
The Space Shuttle Challenger, whatever.
Now, have you ever heard about the Russian dog they sent to space to die?
Maybe?
I
I feel like I have. But
read about that. It's very sad. He was a good boy, and he was a space dog, and they knew what they were doing. They were shooting him into space to die, even though he actually died in a different way than he was supposed to die. They were just going to send the craft out there, and then over time he was going to run out of air and die. But what happened was there was like an explosion within the rocket ship, and he actually burned to death. So much more gruesome death for the dog than was intended. Well, maybe burning to death probably is more painful for less time than suffocating, so maybe it's better. What do you think? Would you rather suffocate or burn to death?
Well, I guess it depends on like how am I burning to death? Am I burning to death in like a big fire explosion, or am I burning to death by just someone repeatedly lighting me on fire with a match?
By the way, this is a hardcore Nuzlocke, and it's not gonna last.
Oh yeah, it's a hardcore Nuzlocke, so expect like 6 episodes. Probably gonna die to I don't know. I can't even coach Riley through this one. I've never played Sacred Gold or Storm Silver because I don't like Storm Silver and
Well,
Sacred
you could
Gold.
coach me if you like looked things up.
Well, yeah, if I look things up, which I'm gonna have to eventually, because
Yeah, I'm gonna need level limits first of all, and then second of all, maybe a little bit of coaching onto what I'm getting into.
yeah. Oh boy.
Also, we gotta put that cheat in, right? When can we do that? Like, I probably need to get my bag first, so let me do that real quick.
Probably between episode 1 and 2, because it's not like stupid difficult to do, but I feel like it would be better to do that between episodes than in the middle of one.
Hey, you're right. There's no reason we need rare candies to get our starter and
Rare candies to fuck up the fucking rival.
Yeah, just level up to like 1 level before the level limit right now at the level 5 arrival.
Hey, you never know. You can never be too safe.
Don't all the gym leaders have 6 Pokemon in this game?
Probably.
That's rough. That sounds rough to handle.
I know Pokemon Challenges has said that this is one of his favorite ROM hacks. However, I know so little about Storm Silver and Sacred Gold because I only tie Storm Silver to one person,
You see, you had mentioned Storm Silver and Sacred Gold previously, and I thought that you had played it. That was my
No,
impression.
I had
I
never.
should have asked you which Drayano game you were most familiar with and gotten that one, but instead I was like, he mentioned Storm
I
Silver
don't think I'm
once. He
familiar with
probably
any
has
of.
played it.
I'm familiar with one Drayano game, and I haven't. I never even got that far in it because it's
Is it
Fire Red
Fire Red
Omega.
Omega? Yeah.
Yeah, and that
I mean,
those
I hear
arguably
Fire Red
suck.
Omega is pretty good. It's just not as polished as the other Drayano hacks. But
Um,
viewed in a vacuum, I hear Fire Red Omega is pretty good.
um, I think the only Drayano game that's like people aren't huge fans of is Rising Ruby and whatever the Aqua one.
I need to get back to that. I played a little bit of Rising Ruby last weekend just for funsies. I do have 3DS emulation working. However, I'm 1,000% sure it will not record, so we cannot play it on this channel. But I did play a little bit of it just for fun, and it's been pretty good so far. Not, I guess, maybe not as impressive as some other Drayano hacks are, even right from the get go. Like I know in this game you run into Cynthia like before Mr. Pokemon's house, I think, or something crazy like that.
I think you run into her like at his house, like right before you walk in. She's just standing there at
She's
the
just hanging
door.
out. But Rising Ruby is pretty good. I think the Drayano formula is just like it's really cool to have that on 3DS because they have the largest Pokedex possible. And one of the points of the Drayano hacks is that you can obtain every Pokemon that physically exists in the code. So that formula on a 3DS game is very interesting. It gives like an insane amount of variety. And I don't know, seems pretty good.
Yes, it also doesn't help that the 3DS games are very, very easy. I'm looking at you, X and Y.
Oh, come on. X and Y is kind of hard sometimes.
No.
Listen, have fun at that second gym, okay? Have you Nuzlocked X and Y recently?
Not recently, but I used to a lot when I was like 11, and I never struggled with getting through the gyms, so.
Okay, do I pick my favorite one or do I pick the one that will piss Andrew off the most? What a what a
Well,
decision.
considering this is a hardcore Nuzlocke, I'm gonna sway you away from even thinking about Chikorita.
I mean, Chikorita will be hella good in a hardcore Nuzlocke later, but the fact that the first
Later.
one I have to fight is a flying, it
Yeah,
does not bode well.
how are you gonna deal with Rourke?
Well, I mean, I get like 9 encounters before then.
And one of them is like a fucking Bellsprout. Unless there's
Eh,
other things in
I'm
Sprout
sure there's
Tower.
other things in Sprout Tower in this game. Well, even in the normal game, there's no Bell Sprouts in Sprout Tower. It's Rattatas and Ghastlies, you fucking rube.
That's bullshit.
It's
As you can tell,
called the Sprout Tower because all the trainers use Bell Sprouts. All the like sages that study there or whatever.
as you can tell, I'm such an expert with Generation 2.
I'm picking Cyndaquil, fuck it.
Let's go! I don't even like Cyndaquil. He's just better than Chikorita. Yay.
Have we already tried to do your Twitter followers? Have we attempted that bit yet?
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. I don't use Twitter anymore, so.
Oh, fuck you. Shut up.
There's literally no reason to be on Twitter.
You'll be off Twitter. You'll be back on Twitter, like, soon.
No, I have like 3 different Twitter substitutes.
This is Brian.
Brian. Okay. I know Brian.
Do you
He
know
makes
Brian?
rap music at my school.
Let me set up my Nuzlocke tracker real quick, because I will lose track if I don't do it right now.
Oh my god, this fucking guy.
Listen.
Is there a Sacred Gold
I have like
Nuzlocke
9
tracker?
hours of recording to do. Well, it just needs to be a Heart Gold Soul Silver one. The only thing I'm tracking is encounters, and it's not, you can put any Pokemon in that slot. It's built for randomizers.
I guess.
So you can do that. God, I have so many. I don't finish Nuzlocks. There's so many Nuzlocks on here that I just like started and didn't do, including our hardcore platinum one, which I'm not gonna bitch out of not having a rare candy pill. That's stupid to do it in the middle of the game when it was already a rule not to. So I'm gonna have to set aside some time to grind so we can get back to platinum. Sacred Gold. And our Newbark Town encounter is a Cyndaquil named Brian. Not Bruin, Brian. He is not the Massachusetts hockey team. He is Brian. How are we already 10 minutes in? Jesus Christ. I need to double time this because I want to get the rival. We probably won't because I'm going to read Cynthia's dialogue.
I don't know if that's proper level cap. I'm still looking for level caps for this goddamn game.
Well, thankfully, we're not going to be looking at a gym until probably episode 3, so you've got some time to figure it out.
Faulkner's 15, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it all into a note on my phone so that I'm going to Sacred Gold's Nuzlocke tracker, so shout out to that.
Well, is Cyndaquil a 14 evolution?
Probably, I don't know.
That'd be good if I had a Quilava to have better stats than a Cyndaquil.
I honestly couldn't tell you. Come on, Notes app, I need you to look good.
My Rattata would also have Hyper Fang if I get a Rattata. That'd be good.
Yeah. Would be.
Actually, I don't know if I want to use a Rattata against like 6 perfect IV bird Pokemon.
I don't know if they're perfect IVs and
They're probably not
EVs.
perfect IV, but they're probably better than... Or no, it might be... They might do what Challenge Mode did in Black and White 2, which is where it is a rule in Pokemon code that NPC trainers do not get EVs. And how they compensate in the normal game is their IVs slowly raise as you go on. And by the time you're at like the last couple gyms, they have perfect IVs. What Challenge Mode does in Black and White 2 is just all of them have perfect IVs.
Interesting.
So I think that might be what Drayano does too, but don't quote me on that. So they're all perfect IVs but no EVs, because that's a code, that's a rule.
Should I track the Gem 1 gym leaders too, or do you think like that's...
The Gem 1?
Yes, Gem 1.
I mean, I'm doing... If I beat Johto, I'm doing Kanto, so might as well. Well, no, actually, I'm going to do the Kanto tracking a different way, probably.
Why?
Wait, no, never mind, because I only know how to do that for normal game, so never mind, just proceed.
Alright.
Usually, how I do it in normal Gen 2 Nuzlocke, because the Gen 1 level limits are, like, super unlimited, or super, like, weird, and, like, don't actually make sense in Heart Gold and Soul Silver regular style. So how I usually block it out, and this is just what Blastburn Radio did, so it's what I do, is just... There's blocks of, like, here's your level limit, beat 3 Kanto gyms. Here's your new level limit, beat 3 more. Here's your new level limit, beat the last 2. And it's just, like, reasonable level limits to, like, allow you to pick your Kanto gym order, and for it to be reasonable and good.
Okay, I'm looking through what? I think I'm at 6, 7, 8. Okay.
I should probably at least level up to level 6, because I bet you that cheeky fuck Drayano gave Silver a level 6.
I feel like he wouldn't.
That
Okay.
cheeky motherfucker.
After looking at the level caps for the gym leaders, Brock is at level 61 and Blue is at 70. So I feel like, because they're kind of all over the place.
It's 61 and then all over the place and then 70?
Kinda. The first one's 63, then it's 66, then 65, then 64, then 62, 61, 68, 70.
Yeah, when we get there, I might just be like, the level limit for all of Kanto is 70.
All of Kanto, yeah. I feel like that would probably be the best way to look at it, because it's not even close to being in the right order. And then for the Elite Four, it's just I
And
only
like
have the
you
champion.
can beat any if you have level 60 Pokemon, you can theoretically fight any of those gym leaders, at least in the normal game. Like if you're on par somewhere, you have a shot.
Yeah.
So I think like what by the time we're out of Lance, where would we be? Like 60?
Lance is 70. No, 60, I think. Hold on. Yeah, Lance is 60.
Okay. Well, actually, Hardcore Nuzlocke, you go in with the level of the last Elite Four member, right?
Well, if you want to do that, then you'd be going in at level 55 again. Maybe 57 going in against Lance at level 60.
Well, the thing is, you have to fight 4 Elite Four members before that, so you would level up naturally.
Well, yeah, but I don't think you're getting 5 levels on all 6 of your Pokemon before Lance.
Is it 55 or is it 57? What does Karen have?
All the Elite Four members are level 55, all 4 of them, and then Lance is 60.
Okay. His level 60 is probably a Dragonite, though, right?
Yes.
Like, I can spit some ice at a Dragonite. That's not a concern.
He also was a Garchomp. But it doesn't matter.
Garchomp.
I'm gonna slowly look at every gym leader team, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, what would be good? What ice types would we even have the chance to get?
Well, I mean, any ice type that exists, because that's how Drano Hacks works.
Any ice type that exists, because they're all decent.
I mean, I'm saying we have any of them on the table, hypothetically, somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, what would be good ones?
Oh, right, yeah. Farfetch'd has Poison Jab? That's fucking wild.
Hey, you gotta give him coverage. You gotta give them boys some coverage.
He might be the only one of the birds that actually have coverage.
That bird's got coverage. They get Heat Wave, a lot of them, I think.
Well, for the gym leader.
Oh. I think I meant just like birds in general.
Never mind.
Birds get
Never mind. Swablu has fucking Solar Beam.
Holy shit.
What
fuck.
That's realistically that's the only Pokemon you're gonna have to worry about.
Hey, he just gave me a fishing rod?
Oh yeah, you get the old rod really early in this game.
Oh, and I bet you the encounters are probably better than just a Magikarp and nothing else.
Did you fucking skip the "this is the sea as you can see" line?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I skipped your funny Zoomer meme.
You fucking
shut up.
Bitch. I fucking hate you. I can't believe you would make me sit through Sacred Gold and Storm Silver again. That I've only ever watched one person ever play through, and I can't ever watch anyone else because he's a very interesting guy, and I liked his content until the moment.
Wait, who is this guy and what was the... Oh, I figured it out.
Who is this guy and what is the... Oh?
I figured it out. I got you. Actually, grab 2 of those.
I want to buy a Gengar,
and 2 of those.
Beanie, but, I feel like I can't because of, him.
It's wild that he's just, like, still going.
Is he still going? I feel like he started and stopped, like,
he started and stopped, and then he started again, and he's just been going.
He is still going?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Talking about King Nappy, by the way. This is bad content
Nappy.
that we're not saying who it is.
Wow. I can't believe he's still going.
What is he playing right now? I am...
Radical Red.
I never unsubscribe for people as a rule, so I think I am subscribed to him.
I unsubscribe to people that I don't watch anymore.
Every once in a while I see a notification, and it's like, oh, he's playing like Scarlet and Violet or whatever the fuck he's playing.
Late Night Emeralds, Pokemon Crown, I don't know what that is. Okay.
I actually watched him for a little bit the first time he came back, because he caught my eye. I was, first of all, art from artist. I'll watch anything. I don't give a fuck. And I saw the glazed fit lock, and I was like, "What the fuck is a fit lock?" And I watched it for a little bit.
I think
for
I
a
watched
few
the first
episodes.
episode of that, and I was just like, okay, enough. He isn't
We just
no, it's not
we
even his
admire
Instagram.
we admire Cyndaquil's back sprite. What a beautiful little boy.
I mean, it is a Cyndaquil.
He's just a good little man.
What makes me feel good is that he doesn't really get that many views on his videos, like 5K in a video that's been out for a month.
Oh yeah,
Fucking yikes.
big yikes. Man, this is a riveting battle. This is such great content.
You're gonna beat the Metapod, I believe in you.
I did it. Now I'm level 6. I learned
Woo.
smokescreen attack. What the fuck is that animation?
What's what animation?
What the fuck?
What, did Taylor fuck up?
He wasn't flying, like his wings weren't moving. He was just like, he was a little bit in the air and like his body wobbled and then he like fell through the floor a little bit and then landed. It was like he was a little ghost. He was just floating around. Also, we're not getting to the rival fight this episode, by the way, because we're already 20 minutes in.
God damn.
So I needed Brian to get stronger as we went along.
And he didn't.
He
This
is.
fucking guy.
Now he's gonna be level 7. Although I suppose we could have just done that between episodes, really, if we weren't gonna do the rival fight this one anyway.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh my
dun,
god,
dun,
fuck off.
dun,
I'm already level
dun.
7. I don't need you anymore.
It's a fucking Surskit, though.
Get out of here, Surskit. I don't
It
like
pisses me off that its evolution gets fucking Intimidate. What about Masquerade is intimidating?
Does Masquerade get Intimidate? Oh my god, these
It
encounter
does.
rates.
I wish it didn't, but it in fact does in the regular Pokemon games. Like, I don't get why of all Pokemon, why does Masquerade get it? It's so dumb.
Oh, the rare candy pill is gonna be so cool, because if I want to switch somebody out, I can just do that.
Yeah, you can just do that
There's
and
not
not feel
hours
like
of
you're gonna
grinding
die.
required. That's rad,
Yes.
actually.
It's the whole point of
So
taking
it still feels
not the
like
whole
cheating,
point.
though, because I think grinding is kind of part of the challenge. Sometimes you die while you're grinding, and that's...
If you
of it.
sometimes die while you're grinding, I don't think you should be playing fucking a hard
Grinding
Drayano.
deaths are real, bro. Like,
No, they're not. You're just fucking bad at the game.
sometimes you get crit, sometimes... It's like an endurance test, right? Because people get tired when they're grinding, and that's when you, like, don't pay attention, you get crit. And that's, like, part of the journey, is that you gotta avoid doing that.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me.
You've
Not
never
recently.
been, like, shadow crit while grinding, and you're like, oh no! I didn't realize that I was gonna die, because I was just pressing A.
No, because not only do I not grind anymore, when I did, I just wasn't stupid.
Shut up.
So-
You fucking pretentious fuck.
Just don't be bad at the game. Simple.
Alright, gamers, that's about it for our first episode. We'll catch you next time after we save a lot of data, because I love Gen 4. It's so good.
Gen 4, the best Pokemon remakes.
Doesn't it, even when it save a lot of data, it only takes like fucking 30 seconds. It's not actually that long.
It takes a while on original hardware.
Maybe so.
Fucking Nintendo. Some bullshit ass company.
Alright, see you next time, folks.